Welcome back to this week's K-Crunch Indie Playlist, where we introduce you to new and interesting Korean indie music.
Now, the most important thing about this Korean indie playlist is to put it into playlist mode!
Because if you don't click on playlist mode, you won't be able to see any of the music videos we're talking about. And then you're gonna try to look for the music videos, and then you won't be able to find any of them, and then you're gonna tear your hair out, and then you're gonna have weird ball patches, and then you're gonna call me up on the phone, and you're gonna be like, Martina, what the heck? Why didn't you put it in playlist mode? And I'll be like, I did put it in playlist mode, you didn't click the button. Push the button. Speaking of ripping out hair, the first band up on our playlist is called HarryBigButton. Except I've made that a little bit off because it's more like Harry Potter Harry and not like Harry, like I've got a hairy big button, baby. Like not like that. It's more like Harry Big Potter Big Button, like HarryBigButton. I'm digging a pit filled with buttons.
I love buttons.
I'm really pleased to find out about this band because while there is a lot of rock music happening in Hongdae, trying to promote these bands to people outside of Korea, it's actually really difficult because they don't have websites accessible to audiences outside of Korea, and they often don't have official YouTube pages.
HarryBigButton, however, has a website accessible and they have a YouTube page.
Glorious! The video we're featuring of them today is actually a live stage recording, and the song is called Angry Face. Now this is actually an older song of theirs, but I think this is like a newer live studio edition, so kind of works out because it came out in June. Either way, it's a great song. The lead singer has a really deep and raspy voice. He actually really reminds me of the lead singer of a different band. I think it was called Big Wreck. Does anyone remember that band? They're from the 90s. They're like this really awesome rock band from the 90s. Am I seeming really old by mentioning rock bands from the 90s? Not that I'm from the 90s or anything.
From the 80s.
This is true. Now, if you're a real fan of rock music, not like fusion rock, just like plain rock and roll, this is the band for you. I really encourage you to check out their other songs as well. One of my favorites is Everything Is Fine Except Money. But for now, check out HarryBigButton's Angry Face coming up next.